create any program using for loop, you have to maintain this type of syntax. Now if we consider this one in a flow wise, so let check that. So if you Today we will learn for loop in Java. But before understand this loop concept, first understand this scenario. Let's say you have to print your name 10 times. So how you can do that in Java? So you have to write system.out.println statement 10 times like this. So I have write system.out.println, and under this parenthesis under double quote I have write my name Arun here. And you can see here I can write this statement 10 times to execute this scenario. Now let's say if it's 100 times, so I have to write this type of statement 100 times. If it's 1,000 times, then I have to write this type of statement 1,000 times. But you can understand that I am doing the same type of tasks multiple times based on my scenario, and it is very lengthy process, right? So instead of doing that, Java support the concept of loop, where Java supports three type of loop concept: for, while and do while, where loop is nothing but doing the same type of tasks. Like here we are doing the same type of tasks of printing my name, right? So Java support this type of loop for doing the same type of tasks in repeated manner. So here the concept of loop is coming, and Java support this type of three concept, which is called for loop, while loop or do while loop. Today we will learn this for loop. So first we have to understand what is the syntax of for loop. So if you check here, so first I have written a for keyword, then within this parenthesis I have first create a initializations, then condition, then increment or decrement. And if you check here, initializations, conditions and increment or decrement are segregated by semicolon. So this way your for loop first statement should be look like this: for, then under bracket, initialization, then semicolon, then condition, then semicolon, then your increment or decrement based on your logic. Now my for loop start here, so my second bracket start here, so from here my for loop start, and here my for loop end, and under that I have to write my statement or my business logic. Okay, so this is the main syntax of for loop. So whenever you are trying to create any program using for loop, you have to maintain this type of syntax. Now if we consider this one in a flow wise, so let check that. So if you check here, my program start here, then first we have to do some initializations, then we have to create my conditions. If these conditions true, then it will do some statement, some logic here, and then it increment that initial value or decrement that initial value, then it will again go back to this condition. So you can see here a loop is going here. Now in the second time, if the conditions again got true, then it will again come here, perform this business logic or statement here, then again the operator will be increase or decrease based on your logic, then again it will go to this condition, and this loop will continue till the conditions return true value. Okay, once these conditions get false, it will go to this stop part. That's mean your program gets stop here. Okay, so this is the flow chart for loop. Now let's create this scenario in your Eclipse. So the same thing, we have to create my name. Let's say my name is Arun. I have to print Arun 10 times in 10 line this way. So my outcome should be look like this. We have to write this type of program using for loop. So let's check in Eclipse. So first open your Eclipse IDE. It is open for me, and I'm going to create this type of for loop example under a different package. Let's say com.demo.loop. So right click on this src, and then new, and then package. Click on this package. So you will get this type of screen. Here write com.demo.loop. So this is my package name, com.demo.loop. Once you make it finish, so you can see here my com.demo.loop package is created here, and under this I am going to create a class where I will perform that operations where I have to print my name 10 times. So let's right click on this package, then new, then class, and give your class name, let's say for loop example. Now click on this public static void main and then finish. So you can see my class is created for loop example, and this is created under that package com.demo.loop. Now let remove this unwanted commented sections and save it by Control S. Now double click here to get a wider view. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to print my name multiple time. How many time? 10 time. And how we can do that? Instead of 10 time print statement, we have to write it using for loop. So if we remember that syntax in PPT, so you can see here that first we have to create a for keyword, then under bracket we have to first initialize, then condition, then increment and decrement, and we have to create a second bracket start here and end here, and under that we have to perform our logic, right? So first we will do this type of syntax or this type of line in our program. So first you have to create a for, then under bracket first we have to initialize a variable, let's say int, variable name is I, and initialize it with 1. Then we will segregate the conditions part with some semicolon, right? Then our condition, let's say I less than equal to 10, then again segregate it with semicolon, and our next part is increment of what? Increment of I. So we can make it like I plus plus. We already know that increment operator, right? So our first line of syntax for loop is done. First we initialize a variable called I, which is an integer variable. Then we make a condition that I less than equal to 10. Then we create an increment operator I plus plus. Now we have to make our second bracket here and end here. So under this we have to create our statement. And what is our statement? Our statement is printing my name. So create a system.out.println, and under double quote here type your name. Let's say my name is Arun, so I have typed my name Arun. Now save it using Ctrl S. Now if you check this, first my I value is 1, and is I less than equal to 10? Yes, I is 1, that means I less than equal to 10. Then system will print Arun, and if you check here I have given instead of print ln, so that means it will go to the next line. Now the operator increment I value with 1, that means now I is equal to increment by 1, that is equal to 2. So now I is equal to 2, and system check is 2 less than equal to 10? Yes. So system will again print Arun, and system will increment I value with 1, that means now I is 3. So then I again check I is 3, is 3 less than equal to 10? Yes. Then again system will print Arun and increment that 3 by 1, that means 4. So next time when this loop execute again, so that means I value is 4, it will again check is it less than equal to 10? That means 4 is less than equal to 10? Yes. So that means it again print 10. Similar way it increment 1 by 1 by 1. So let's say now it's come 9. So 9 is 9 less than equal to 10? Yes. It will print Arun again and increment I with 1, that's mean now I value is 10. So next time when the loop execute again, is 10 less than equal to 10? Yes. 10 is not less than 10, but 10 is equal to 10, that's mean condition is true. So that's mean it will again print Arun, and that 10 will be increment by 1, that means now I is 11. Now next time when the loop try to execute again, it will check 11 less than equal to 10? No. So that's mean it will not go to this block, it will directly exit from this for loop. So this way your name Arun will be printed 10 times with these conditions. So you can see here, first I have create a for statement this way. My first thing is initialization, then a condition, then a increment operator, Okay, then I have write my statement, and based on that how many time this loop need to be execute we can create this way. Okay, now let's double click here to get this type of console view and run this program. Before run, always make sure that you should save this file using Ctrl S. Now run this program. So you can see here, once I click here, so it is printing my name 10 times. Let me double click here so you can see here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So my name is now printing 10 times using this type of for loop. So instead of printing multiple or 10 times this statement, I can create this type of for loop to print my name 10 times. Now let's say if you want to print my name 100 times, so you simply change these conditions. Instead of 10, it should be 100. If you want to make it 1000 times, just change these conditions to 1000. If you want to print around 2000 times, now you just change these conditions to 2000. Okay, so this way, instead of writing the same type of syntax multiple time, you can use for loop to do the same type of tasks or some tasks in a repetitive manner using this type of loop concept. So let me put it again 10 and save it and run it again. So you can see it is showing me 10 times my name. So this way you can create any type of for loop statement for your program. Now take this scenario. Let's say you have to print 1 2 3 4 5 5 star 5 time in a console. So how you can do that? So there is two possibility again. You can write multiple time or 5 times system.out.println statement with this type of syntax, okay, like 5 star, or you can use for loop. So as this scenario says that we have to write this type of program so that will show this type of executions or output using for loop. So let's try this using for loop in Eclipse. So let me close this, and again under the same package right click here and create a new class, let's say called star example. Then click on this public static void main, then finish. So you can see here my class is ready under this package. Now let me again delete these unwanted comment sections and save it using Ctrl S. Now double click here to get a wider view. Now we have to print 5 star 5 time or in 5 line using for loop. So first create a for loop syntax for, then first bracket, and first you initialize int I equal to, let's say, 1. How many time I have to print this type of 5 star 5 time? So segregate it with semicolon, then your conditions I less than equal to 5, then again semicolon, then I plus plus. Now second bracket start here and end here. Now under this we have to print 5 star, right? So create a system.out.println statement, and under double quote write your 5 star, let's say 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and as we have to print this type of format in different line, that's why instead of print I have given a print ln. Okay, now save it using Ctrl S. So you can see here first my system check is 1 less than equal to 5. Yes, it will print 5 star in a line. Then increment I with 1, that's mean now I is equal to 2. So next time when loop execute, then it will check is 2 less than equal to 5. Yes, then it will again print this 5 star in next line, and then increment that 2 with 1, that is 3. Now next time the loop execute with the condition 3 less than equal to 5. Yes, then again it will print this 5 star, then it will increment 3 to 4, check 4 less than equal to 5. Yes, then it will again print, then increment 4 to 5. Similar way 5 less than equal to 5. No, it's not less than, but it's equal to, that means this is true. So again it will print and increment that 5 to 6. Now next time it will check 6 less than equal to 5. No, that means it exits from this for loop. Now let double click here and save this file with Ctrl S and run this file. So you can see here in this console I have printed the same thing that was expected from that slide, that 5 star in 5 line. Okay, now if you want to make this 10 times, so you just change your condition 5 to 10. If I make this and save it again and run it again, so you can see that my program execute this 5 star in 10 different line. So this way you can create any type of conditions using this type of for loop based on your requirement.
I believe this video has helped you to understand about the topic. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, click on the bell notifications and select all so that you don't miss any video from this channel.